Hey kids, so I'm back again today with another CGI problem. I'm super excited about this problem because we are going to talk about strategies we did not talk about last week. So here we go. On the first day of school at Hogwarts, 701 new witches and wizards showed up. When they were sorted into their houses, 299 went to Ravenclaw. How many students went to the other houses? So let's think about that. Let's think about what's important. If you need to, you can pause the video and write this down and really think about what it is that you need to do in this problem. What is the action? What's happening? And what is important information? Okay? So, what is happening in our story? So we have new students that are coming to Hogwarts and they're being sorted into their houses. Okay, so we know that. And we know that 701 students showed up. Okay, so we have 701 new witches and wizards. So 701 new people showed up. And then from that, 299 went to Ravenclaw. So we have 299 went to Ravenclaw. And then what is our final question asking us? Our final question wants to know how many students went to the other houses. So we have to think about the 701 students that showed up. And then we have to talk about the 299 that went to Ravenclaw. So it says how many students went to the other houses. So we need to find out what's left of the 701. So think. What is our equation for our story? So we need to know what our equation is for the story. Okay, so equation. Okay, and if you remember, equation is the same as a number sentence. So equation is the same as number sentence. So what is the equation? What is it that we are having to do with these numbers? Okay, so if we think about it, if we follow the story, 701 new witches and wizards, okay, 299 went to Ravenclaw. So we are going to subtract 299 and we are left with what we're looking for is our students. How many students went to the other houses? So I'm going to use S as my variable. And if you remember from last week, variable is a letter that represents a number. So this is our variable. You might want to write that word down. That is our variable, and it is representing students. Okay, so I used an S this time, but you can use any letter you like. So, variable, guess what? Guess what the word of the day is going to be? Variable. So, but that means you still have to keep watching. You still have to keep watching because we have some good stuff coming. So, what I want you to do, how are you going to solve this? Now, I know a lot of you already know the traditional way. Go for it. If you know traditionally how to solve this and do that regrouping across that zero, show me what you got. But I also want you to try and think of it differently. How else could you solve this? Okay, and I have one strategy that's gonna blow your mind. Well, I hope it is, because I totally was like, oh my gosh, these are the perfect numbers for this strategy that I wanna show you. So let's go ahead and pause the video, work it out, try 2, 3, maybe 4 different ways. I came up with 1, 2, 3, 4. I came up with 4. See what you can come up with, okay? So have fun. All right, and we'll see you back here in a couple minutes, okay? All right, so you've had time to think about it yourself and come up with different ways to solve this problem. So first, let's look at traditional. I don't love to start off with traditional, but I will. So So when we do traditional, so let's write that down, traditional. So our traditional, we're gonna go 701 minus 299, okay? When you do this, 1 minus 9 is not 8, people. If you have 1, can you take away 9? No, because you only have 1. So you're gonna have to regroup. You don't have any 10s currently to regroup from. You don't have any 10s that you can borrow. So I'm gonna take that 700, I'm gonna take 100 of it out. That's gonna leave me with 600, and then I'm gonna break that 100 up. I'm gonna put 90 right here and 10 in the ones place. So I am going to put 90, 9 10s in my tens place, and I'm gonna put 10 in the ones place. So since I already have 1, 10 plus 1 is 11. Now I have 11. Can I take 9 out? Absolutely. So that's gonna leave me 2. 9 10s minus 9 10s, 0 10s left. Then I have 600s minus 200s is 402. Now, some of you probably don't have traditional regrouping, especially across a 0. That can be really tough. So, what are some other strategies we can do? One of the best strategies when you're doing subtraction and you have some crazy regrouping you have to do, try using a number line or try adding up. So we're gonna show you, I am gonna show you how to add up and how to add up on a number line. These two strategies are extremely similar. It's just how you lay it out on your paper. So let's start simple. We're gonna start with 299. Now when I look at a number and I'm gonna start to add up, I always think, how can I make this number as friendly as possible? What is the next closest thing it is to? So like the closest 10, the closest 100, the closest 1,000. So I kind of like to think about what is the next 10, 100, or 1,000 I could make this number to be easier to use. And right away, 299 plus 1 is gonna give me 300. So right away, I know that I can add 1, and that is gonna give me 300. Well, I am trying to get to 701. Well, if I'm at 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, I just need one more. So how about if I go 401, make that huge jump, and boom. That is gonna give me 701. And what did I add into my number? Right here. My answer is 402. That is what I added in. If this is confusing to you, if you need to see it laid out, use a number line. Okay, use a number line. Super simple. We have our 299 here. We want to get to 701. I'm going to follow that same method of thinking. How can I make this number easy? So again, I add 1. That gets me 300. And then 1, 2, 3, 400 plus 1. So I added in all these hundreds and that 1. Put my little plus marks here. So I added in a total of 1, 2, 3, 402. So if I just take this, boom, 402 is my answer for that. Simple, right? Okay, you guys, I am gonna show you the coolest strategy. I absolutely love this strategy. Oh wait, really quick, we have to write adding up. Adding up, that is that strategy. And using a number line is this strategy. We are gonna do our next strategy. So easy. It is called compensation. You guys, This is gonna blow your mind. Okay, we are gonna do compensation. I know that is a crazy big word. Write that down, compensation. That means we're gonna take our numbers and we are gonna mess with them a little bit. We are gonna compensate. We're almost gonna do a little tiny bit of rounding, maybe. Okay, you can definitely compensate using rounding, but because our numbers are already pretty friendly looking, we have a 701, which is just one more than 700, and we have 299, which is just one away from 300. So watch what I do. If I take 701 and I take 299, okay, watch this. It's gonna blow your mind. Really like hone in on this. If I just add one more to that 299, it's gonna give me 300. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna add one and make it 300. Well, if I add one to my bottom number, I've got to keep that difference the same. So I am going to add one to my 701. Now I have, you guys, look at this. I have 702 minus 300. I don't have to regroup anymore. Check this out. 2 minus 0 is 2. No 10s minus no 10s is no 10s. 700 minus 300 is 402. Look at that. I was able to compensate. Super, super simple, and it worked beautifully with these numbers. Boom, boom, boom. This actually ended up being easier than my traditional route. So, point of my crazy story is watch your numbers. Let's start getting familiar with how to make our numbers easier, and we will be mental math wizards. Get it? Wizards by the end of 4th grade. So I know my videos for math were long this week. I am so sorry, but thanks for hanging in with me. Hopefully you learned some really cool things. Take a picture of your work. Remember to put a star next to your favorite strategy. If you did something different, I want you to share it. So when you're done, pick out what strategy you want to explain. And you're gonna go to Flipgrid on the next slide. Go to Flipgrid, share your strategy, and then respond to 3 other kids and tell them what you liked about their strategies. All right, guys? Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.